Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. And our current objective is to go to Suderbush and find some marauding greenskins that have been troubling them. Unfortunately, on our way here, we encountered some brigands, which has made this whole mission a little bit more in jeopardy, as we have picked up some wounds on our men. I do have an upgrade to do as far as a level up on one of my men. And let's go ahead and do that. So, okay, so we've got a good roll here. I think we'll go with... Fatigue is starting to be a little bit of a problem, so I might want to go with that. I'm definitely going to go with this. Now, one thing I've thought about doing is using my backline and giving them throwing weapons, but I think I'm not going to do that, just because I think it's a little bit too awkward for them to switch weapons and what have you. But it might be good to have that flexibility of more ranged weapons in case where we have an enemy line that doesn't want to engage us. But I think I'm going to go fatigue and initiative instead. Okay, and then we have the perk. And I think at this point we take the polearm mastery. This allows us to stagger enemies that we are going to either repel or hook, which is the usual trait of a polearm. So we'll do that. And is there anything else I wanted to do while we're in here? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and visit this town, though. And one thing I may want to do, and I have to really think about it. We pick up an archer. But one thing I was thinking about is we could hire a man to replace our Yanold the militiaman because of his injury. It's a pretty severe injury. It's going to lower his defense. Now, it's a melee defense. Now, I don't know what kind of threat we're going to see with these goblins. It could be goblin wolf riders, in which case melee defense would be really good. He also is going to be down on hit points, more than likely, before we get there. Some of these other men that are injured, they're almost all healed up. We do have an injury here, but it's just a reduction in his damage inflicted, so it's not the end of the world. This is a little bit more of a problem, so we may want to hire a man to take his place until he is healed up. Now, there is a temple in Suderbush, but we may not get the opportunity to really wait. I don't know if there's a time limit for this mission, but I have a feeling there isn't. So it's probably for the best that we replace this man. We could always go to Suderbush and make that decision then, but there might not be men to hire, or the men that are there to hire might be crap. So that is a consideration. Now, this guy here, the Night Hunter, he's a witch hunter. I mean, he's expensive. Probably not money we want to spend. We could get the Rat Catcher instead. And he might even not be a bad archer. But then that would be a back liner. We wouldn't want him for the front line. Well, you know what? This guy's not that bad of a deal, and it's only 110 gold. Let's go ahead and pick him up. And if he turns out to be crap, we can always just fire his ass. Okay, so he's a pessimist. He has a little bit of a low resolve. But outside of that, not really too bad of a problem. His combat skill is not that bad. So what I'm going to do, we'll just put him in place. I'm not even going to switch out the gear of Yanold, because we should have enough in reserve to equip this man. I don't think I'm going to keep this net around. So we'll go ahead and throw that in the inventory. I think I have stuff to sell. So let's go through that. So, hunting bows, we have probably more of... Well, I might want to keep those around, though. We definitely can sell a polearm, so I'll go ahead and sell that. More flails than I probably want. Let's go ahead and sell a couple of those. We can sell this. Probably have more shields than we need, so we'll sell a couple of those. I do have the kite shields. I don't know if I can use those yet because of the... Because of how fatiguing they are. I might not have men that can really realistically do that and be within a certain fatigue range, but we can check that. So who are our best men right now? Gunther. He might be able to take it. Alaric could, but he already has a better shield. Tornhelm has the kite shield already. Hartmut might be able to do it. He doesn't have the... He does have the brawny. So him and Gunther are just as likely to be able to use that shield. And then... This guy does not have the brawny trait, so he's going to be more heavily affected. So let's just showcase how bad the shield's going to be. So he's going to be at 67 if we do that switch. Hartmut would be at 66. So even though he has the brawny trait, it's still... This guy has a slightly better... I mean, I really don't like dipping below 70 for fatigue, because the thing that's the problem with that is if you're constantly putting up a shield wall, you tire out so quickly. By the time you get to the enemy, if we're doing like an advancing push, you don't have any fatigue left to do anything. And I know it's only the difference of a few points. I mean, 6, if we're honest, but as a matter of fact, does the brawny trait not affect shields? It might not. Let me take a look at the perk. Fatigue and initiative penalty for wearing armor and helmet is reduced. So only armor. So the shield is not affected by the brawny trait. So that is the problem. That is why we're not really reducing the fatigue with that skill. So as I'm saying, Alaric here, he could take a kite shield no problem because of how high his fatigue is. But a lot of these other men, their fatigue is such that it drops them below 70. I really just don't like that. So I'm holding on to the kite shields for the future in case we build our fatigue up high enough. All right, so we have another Tornhelm, huh? So we have Tornhelm the Bricklayer and then just Tornhelm. All right, so let's give this man some gear. Because he's... you know what? So far he's doing all right with the armor. Yeah, that's not too bad. I might back off his head armor just a little bit to give him some fatigue so that when we give him the axe, he's not too far down. Give him the gambeson instead. Difference of 2. All right, I'm not going to give this guy the best gear, not the best gear that we have, because I'm afraid that his fatigue's going to be too low if we do that. You know what? Screw it. We'll let him have 60 fatigue, give him a little bit better protection. If he tires out and he can't fight, oh well, it's not the end of the world. He's not actually that big of a difference between him and the guy he replaced as far as combat ability. All right, well, that's what we're going to do. And I think we're good to go. Do we want to buy any more food while we're here? All right, I'll buy some roots and berries for some variety in our diet. And let's sort that sucker. Okay. And we don't need that anymore. All right, and we could very well just fire this guy when we're done with this mission. If he doesn't come away with something really worthwhile with his level up. There's a weaponsmith, but I don't think we're going to be buying anything. I'd like to save my money for armor because that's our ambition anyway. Okay, so let's go on over to Suderbush. And maybe we'll see these goblins along the way. So this path is a group we saw go down the road. Trading caravan. Goblins tend to have... Ooh, that might be them. I'm still going to go to Suderbush because it looks like it goes close to where that is, but that may very well be who we're looking for right there. Okay, so there they are. Oh, that might even be them right there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the temple and we'll pay for these injuries. Okay. And I guess we could have picked up men here, but why is this guy's worse so much? Is it because of the pitchfork? Alright. I don't know if that's the actual group. Oh, yeah, it is, because it has a little gold for the objective. So that's who we want to fight. I don't want to fight them in the swamps, though. I also don't want to fight them at night, if I can avoid it. So, no, I actually might, because if... let's see their composition. Ambushers and skirmishers. The swamp's going to be a problem because it will make it hard for me to engage, but nighttime isn't because it would make their archers less effective. So let's see if we can draw them. Okay, I didn't want to go into the town. So they're following me. Yeah, that's what I want them to do. See if we can fight them out in the open. There we go. Fight them at nighttime, fight them out in the open. Okay, we can't make out their numbers. I think we saw that there was 12 of them. Okay, 2 arms. Okay. Rain's not in our favor. They are coming for us. Oh, this is actually... Ooh, polearm, possibly? This is actually ideal because they fall right... I mean, they've got the high ground on us, but they don't have any shields. Where's their archers? Didn't it say they had archers? The sword said they had archers. Alright, well, we already have a good shot here, probably. Or not, because of the nighttime. Well, I don't think we're going to get much of a better shot. So what I might want to do is take the aim shot. Still really crap. I don't think that's enough of an improvement. I'd rather have 2 shots that are crap. Alright, so they've got some pole arms here. I could go after the guy that's on the, yeah, down here. He's a better shot. Let's go for it. Alright, we got 1 hit. Okay, well, 1 hit's good enough for me. Alright, well, we want to wait with our pole arms for now. Alright, so this man... We're going to want to gain the high ground. We're not going to attack, though, because it's not a great chance to hit. And it's better to put up the shield wall. Alright, that'll be his turn. Okay, waiting with the back line. Okay, so I don't know what would be a good call here with this man. We could move here and shield wall up, but then this guy with the pole arm not only has the high ground on us, he can just... I mean, this guy could get stomped. We don't really want that to happen. So I think the better call is to gain the high ground here and then shield wall up. It doesn't mean... It means we're not engaging this turn, but it does mean that these guys, they can't really get through our line and flank us or anything. So I think that's still a good call. I'm going to have to be careful with my back line and these men with the pole arms. They could come after me. So I'm going to put this man and this man here, and we're going to go after this guy. So we're just going to come in and engage. I think Alaric will be okay in this position. And we'll just shield wall up to be a little bit more safe. And turn. Okay, so this man... We're going to move up. And we're going to shield wall. And then... And turn. Okay, we just move in place. Shield wall. And turn. I mean, they've got the high ground on me. That sucks, but... Okay, good. We hurt their morale a little bit. Goblins are not particularly good as far as morale goes. And we'll shield wall up. Here come their archers. They're having to full move to get to us. Okay. Now, ideally what I would do is I would move in, attack, and then move out. But if I move here, this man only has the danger of 1 man attacking him. He could still go down under that, but I'm hoping he won't. Okay, let's see what our attacks are. We got 44, 46, 44. You know what? I'm going to poke the guy with 44. There we go. Maybe we hurt his ability to hit us. Now, these men can move here and go after this man, and then they're a little bit safer because the polearm should not be able to hit them. That was a good chance. I am going to risk an attack from this guy because we got him a good surround bonus. Unfortunate. Oh, you know what? This guy might be able to hit me here. Well, we could chop at him. There we go. We don't have to worry about him now. Alright, well, that's not good. That's good. They're running away. That means that they won't get many shots at me. Okay, nets. Nets are annoying, but... they just gave us the high ground there. I don't know what the downsides of being trapped in a net are. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot and then back off a little bit. Oh, we don't have really any good shots here. This might be an okay shot. Then we'll just go up a little bit. That should put him a little bit out of range. Alright, so we've got only... I could move up and attack this man. Which may be a good call, because we've got a lot of people attacking this one guy. And he's going to go soon, so we're going to try and kill him before he gets a chance to go. There we go. So this guy's already going to be fleeing. So I don't see a reason to put too much emphasis on him. So instead, I'm going to move... I think this guy already went, because he's not on the list. So let's move here and see what other targets we've got. Both of these are 49%. I'm going to go with this guy. All right, well, that was a good try anyway. At this point, we've more or less killed their front line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this man. And then I'm going to put out a dog. Good. The dog just got us high ground. I don't really have an attack I can do this turn. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move in around. I could wait for the front line to move, though. So, well, you know what? Why don't we just wait? Be patient. Okay, so we're going to chop and shield wall up. Still be safe. Okay, we're going to try and break free. It didn't work. We're going to shield wall up to be safe. We're going to try and break. We manage. Go ahead and gain the high ground. I think that's wise. And anyway, it puts more pressure on this guy that's fleeing. I could move up and put these guys in pressure. Yeah, I can. For a second there, I was like, no, I'm in a combat zone. I can't do that. Let's move up and put these guys in pressure. That also stops them from gaining the high ground. It could put a lot of arrows in me, though. So that is a slight concern. Okay. So this man, we're just going to do a simple step up. And put our shield wall up. Protect him. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get very far with this man. We're gonna just put him up on top of the hill and have him shield wall. Alright. Let's attack. And attack. Okay. And we're gonna just step up. Alright, we made that man flee, but we should still shield wall because of the threat of archers. Alternatively, I could just come up and engage the archers without putting up a shield wall, but that may see me eating 3 arrows, which could be bad. But I think stepping in here is a good call. And we'll end turn. Alright, their morale is really suffering. Let me step up here. Now, I could go with an attack on this man, but I think getting the dog out is a good call on this move. Because we have a lot of men fleeing. And I just want to put myself in a position to take advantage of it. Should we move even more? I mean, because I could even move here. That puts him in severe risk of getting arrows in the face, though. So I think we just wait. And there, we got the dog on him. So he's going to be fleeing. The archer should focus on dogs, or that man. Okay, they're hitting all my pole arms, unfortunately. Okay, we want to hope that they don't go down. Okay. We're not getting lucky with some of these attacks. Alright, so that means we're probably going to want to run away. We also want to heal him because he is bleeding. I don't know which men have the bandages and which men don't, though. Yeah, I mean, all of our guys with pole arms have just been smacked around, so I think we just back them off so these archers stop hitting them. For the meantime, I don't want to lose anybody in this fight if I can avoid it. Okay, and again, we'll just move back. Our bowman has bandages. We might be able to get to him. It does take 7 to use bandages, though. I think most of the other men that we have that have bandages are unfortunately in the front line. So, I'm going to move next to him so we're in position. Okay, this man hasn't taken a hit. So, I think we just shot and move. I might not have laid out a dog. I probably should have before I ran. Let's chop and move. Okay, morale is not doing too well for these guys. Probably want Gunther to come up here and fight, but I don't feel like I can really put this man in a position that benefits me right now. I could move him here and then shield wall up. Let's see. Yeah, see, he doesn't have the stamina for that. We could put him here, but that puts him in a bad position. I think we wait for now. Okay, so most of these guys are fleeing. Let's go after the man that isn't. Okay, but shield wall so that we're safe. Okay, you're gonna step up. Okay, and possibly shield wall just for safety's sake. And turn. Okay, let's just chop this man down. Okay, and might as well move up with the fleers, so start moving this way. Okay, we're gonna step down. And this man's fleeing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and poke him. And miss. Okay. Got a fleeing man in front of us. Let's try and take him down. We do have the archers to worry about, though, so I should probably shield wall up. Alright, let's try and break free. Okay, we managed. I still think I should... I can't shield wall up. Alright, so we'll just stay where we are because we don't want to give this guy the high ground advantage. Okay, that worked out. I don't see anything having changed, so we're just going to go ahead and end turn. Here come the arrows. Hard to see who they're shooting at. They're going to flee a little bit here, which is probably a good call at this point. Okay, we managed to... Alright, so that guy's going to have a hard time running away. Oh, that was unwise. Not sure why he's doing that. A little bit of a silly AI thing. Okay, let's bandage our ally. Make sure he doesn't die on us. And I don't think I can get into a position to attack this turn, but we can get into one that gets us close to doing that. So, matter of fact, moving up on top of the hill is probably a wise move. And when we'll end turn. Okay, you just end turn. You've had enough fun. Okay, you've got a chance to chop someone. Matter of fact, let's gain the high ground, give you a little bit more chance to do this. Okay, unfortunately it failed. Okay, so this man probably doesn't have enough to attack and shield wall. Because it's 13 fatigue to attack. But I think this is a good opportunity to just attack here. Let's just, alright, we only had one attack in us. Okay, let's put out our dog. I think this is a good time to do so. And then you can move away with the rest of your movement points. Alright. So I'm gonna... I can't gain the high ground here, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna move forward. Let's make sure I can shield wall, though. Move forward. This should put this guy possibly... it was a possibility that we'd put him in a morale state that would make him run, but not at the moment. Okay. I still have to treat the archers over here with respect. They could kill me. So I'm going to try and wheel around here, but I am going to put up my shield wall just as a precaution. Okay, we got a fleer in front of us. I'm just going to take him down. Or at least attempt it. Okay, we're going to not move anywhere. We're going to instead slash down. And at this point, I don't think there's a reason to put a shield wall up for Gunther. So let's just go ahead and keep chopping here. Down you go. Okay, so we've got fleers. Go for the better chance to hit here. I'll put up a shield wall, though, just as a precaution. And we're going to go full offense here. Okay, drop you. Okay, did manage to flee the one. Okay, these guys are just straight up running, which is actually good. Okay, that guy's trying to run. We've got dogs out there now, though. It's going to be hard for them to run. And that's what the dogs are for. Alright, I'm just going to end turn with any of these guys that are in the backfield. They did their job. Kind of. Might be able to put ourselves in a position to do something here. I have to treat a lot of these things with respect, though, because when the dogs chase them down, it does give them kind of a last stand mentality. So you gotta treat it with respect. So I'm gonna try stay out of range of the pole arms of anyone I don't want to get hit by it. Let's try and circle around here. Move this way. Move down. Move over this way. The reason I didn't engage here is because I want to try and gain the high ground behind him, because I might be able to do that if I'm lucky. Okay, we're going to step up. And then step over. Okay, now he's in full flee. That's kind of what we're looking for. This guy's pretty fatigued, huh? Alright, we'll give him a recover. Okay. I say run them down. We might lose a dog in this, but I think it's worth trying. We get more loot this way. Let's end our turn. End our turn. This dog might go down. That's the real risk. Fortunately for us, he missed. Okay, let's chop on this guy. Almost took him down. Let's end turn. Okay, so here, there's no real danger of moving in, I think. Because we're going to have this guy pretty well surrounded in a second. Perhaps. I guess there's still danger that I wasn't really considering, but... Alright, so we'll put him here. Turn. Okay. Let's poke him. Trying to break his resolve, which is actually he's a brave little goblin. Down you go. Alright, I'm not going to put him in the line of fire. Might have made a little bit of a mistake putting my polearm guy where he ended up. Okay. And turn. And turn. Now the doggies are going to have their time. Okay, he's going to go now. Alright, see, that was the danger of what we did. Was that right there. Losing a dog. Okay. You have to be patient here. I can get here, so we will. Might be able to surround his ass. Let's step a little. And turn. Trying to get his fatigue belt back up. Chop at him. Okay, now he's in full flee mode. Unfortunately, we didn't get that to happen last turn. Alright, well, we lost a dog. That sucks, but get a little bit more loot, possibly. Fortunately, we didn't get... oh, yeah, we did get one polearm. That's good. Loot all them items. Okay. Well, we achieved our objective. You're not sure if it was a good thing your employer, Baron Enyar von Thur, was... I'm sorry, yeah. Wasn't entirely sure if there was goblins afoot. Had he known, would he have paid you less? The goblins sure seem ineffectual when you look at them, but goddamn, do they know how to put up a fight. Yeah, I know that for sure. Regardless, it's time to take account of your company and return to your employer. Back to Weisenhaus. Alright. Well, I think that is going to be the end of this video. But in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.